I have said it multiple times on this platform, but now we are going to devote an entire clip to it. Joel Embiid is the absolute end-all, be-all, greatest to ever be on social media.
Done.
Brandon McCarthy always deserves a shout-out. He's a Dodgers pitcher. He's great. He's hilarious. But Joel Embiid, since day one, has been fantastic, but he has upped it even one more. Because Mia Khalifa, bear with me, loves to go out on social media and either put players on blast when it's unnecessary, and sometimes it's very necessary and funny, and other times it's like, I don't know. I used to really like this because I thought it was something that was different from an ex-adult film star turned NFL pick watch personality, right? In fantasy football, and she talks about the Washington Wizards and all that stuff. But now, I think she's picking fights that she can't win. And Joel Embiid was one of them. So here's what I'm referring to. Barstool Sports kind of picked this up on top of it because nobody would have figured this out unless, people were really looking for it. So for Mia Khalifa's Instagram account, she posted a picture of Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and the Sixers saying room full of elves. And Joel Embiid responded and says, the woman with miles of D. Francis Maxwell, Are you sick or bored of Mia Khalifa's antagonizing via social media?
I was
or do you
bored
think
of it
that
before.
Oh, you were?
Because remember, we did the clip where it was another QB.
So I'm the degenerate. Chad Kelly.
Yeah, there was another
Miss.
QB that she called out against. She loves the screen grab. And I don't get why people continue to try and slide into her DM unless they want to play that game and they want to get a little bit more relevance. She loves to do this. She loves to be seen as the girl who combines every man's two fantasies: sports and plowing. She loves to combine both, right? But then she's detracted away from the right side of it, the plowing. She's no longer an adult film star. I think that's really why you're upset, because then you can't go in and see the fresh content that she's producing. She's just producing fresh amounts of trolling.
Look, if you want to stay relevant, you have to bring new material to the table.
Yeah, exactly. And in this example, I think this...
Day-Lewis, the adult film industry.
I know, she can't pick and choose her character, her studies, right?
Can't come back as like a method actor in 5 years to be Lincoln, all right? It doesn't work that way.
It's amazing. But if you were to give a Golden Globe to someone who has a good set of Golden Globes...
God, did you have that written down?
Yeah, I had it written down. I was going to tweet that about Sofia Vergara last night, but I thought I'll get attacked by the SJWs who wouldn't think it was as funny. Because I am not one of the SJWs. I can comment on appearances. I do. I think they're fine. They're good Golden Globes. But I think that Joel Embiid's response here was top-notch banter. That is top quality. You just pick that from your head. So simple, so easy to read and easy to understand. You've got miles of D. Doesn't grammatically make that much sense, but in my head, there's miles of D.
Letters, Francis. He's using letters to fight back. There's more. We have more Joel Embiid expert Twitter trolling of the world, including his own teammates. When Ben Simmons, I guess, was watching debates during the presidential election, he said this, and Joel Embiid responded. He said, I can't listen to this guy, and Joel Embiid says if he wins, he's going to deport you. And then even better is now with the NBA All-Star vote going around, and how, again, by the way, and I know some people were trying to explain it to me, I just refuse to want to understand it. Because remember, 50% of it is the fans' vote, while 17% of it comes from a combination of family members, and 3% comes from how many shots minus free throw attempts you've had.
It's Pythagoras.
And you have to take A squared plus B squared to equal C squared.
Tan, all that stuff.
This is what he's been doing, is he's been finding the people who were tweeting about him around the NBA draft. Joel Embiid is about the coolest NBA bust you'll ever follow on Twitter. This is like a couple weeks after the draft, and he just quote tweets it. He's not doing that much. And then somebody also put out yesterday saying the biggest snub of the Golden Globes was for short films, Joel Embiid's Instagram account, like the My Stories on Instagram. It's really phenomenal. I think we have one more. Do we have one more Joel Embiid tweet, or am I wrong? No, that was the NBA vote. Oh, the point I wanted to make was I'm watching the recap of the Lakers game yesterday, and in the post-game interview on the court, they're interviewing Brandon Ingram. And it just comes out. Brandon Ingram goes, yeah, man, sometimes I had 2 good fourth quarters, and sometimes you just got to trust the process. We have a movement.
It's contagious.
It's a movement.
It's people who cannot help but regurgitate it. It's catching on. And what makes this all better is that he is playing phenomenally well. I watched the Celtics versus the Sixers, a game that I would never Like, I just wouldn't tune in to watch that last year. I wouldn't be like,
because you thought you were like, oh,
I'm gonna check
Celtic.
it. Oh, the Celtic. That's the only reason I would tune in, is I would,
Celtic.
for some reason, think Celtics traveling to Philadelphia to play a friendly. But I watched it.
They might.
The guy's dunking all over people. But then it gets to him that they're losing because they're not giving him the rock in the last shot. They continuously gave it to the same guy twice, and he blew it.
That's the one piece they need, the not Rudy Gay, even though it's inevitable that he'll be there in a month, piece that they need on that team, the scorer.
Yeah, if you had Ben Simmons to take the final shot, it'd be interesting to see.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a really fun team to watch when he gets back. They're already a fun team to watch. They're 10-25. They were 10-72 last year. So
that's almost
to bring this
100%.
full circle. That's why the whole thing I find funny is when Khalifa says it's a room full of L's. Like, you're not paying attention to the bigger picture here. Joel Embiid is putting up numbers and on-court ability that we haven't seen from a big man in a long, long time. And he's earning the respect of bigs around the league. DeMarcus Cousins, for example, as he mentioned, will be the best big in the league when DeMarcus Cousins retires. And he said that he could beat Joel Embiid with flip-flops on or shower shoes on. I don't know. It was really funny. Regardless, Joel Embiid's the master of social media. Nobody will do it better than he does.
Khalifa clearly doesn't trust the process, but the process came back.
Processing.
To take her process.
Processing. I'm all about it. He should be an NBA All-Star. That'll be mad fun. But no one knows how the NBA All-Star voting is working, so who knows? Doesn't matter. Comment below, like, favorite, and subscribe to the channel. Ding the bell so you get notified.
There's a bell to be dung?
There's a dung bell to be ding.
Interesting. Ring the bell.